Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Let's talk about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out.
Breaks into the open. The 20. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Carr. Pressure coming. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's got an open man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and
turning it on. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll test the right side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball run.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
You want run, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hale. At the 45 on it. Continues to fight for yards. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the edge on the toss. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Carr. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds his big tight end. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security. Offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Used to play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll run it again. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for space. It's Young. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the toss. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Gets away from 1. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. Bears the pressure. Makes the grab. It's locked. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's...
Fires one high and deep. He caught it! Touchdown, Irish! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Russell. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it at the 30, still running. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with their route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking for his man in the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Ewert.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Looking for a man, it's Carr. finds his man. It's Fields. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. Right down the middle. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking for room. It's Young. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
This quarterback part of their running game. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown time.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
To the air, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Love. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that two-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. These corners backing off a bit. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half when you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. We'll see if this dude can keep it rolling. You know, 3 Alabama running backs have won the Doak Walker for the best running back in the country. Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Trent Richardson. Throw in Mark Ingram, who won a Heisman. He might be able to add his name to that illustrious list.
And we could still throw people in there too. Sean Alexander, we can go back even further. Alabama's always had great running backs. And when your name...
Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Quarterback keeper. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. A designed run for the quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
He might want another play. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got him downfield. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grab near the marker. It's Bama. Turning it on. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the comeback is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. Making up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He throws back to the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He takes it at the 45, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. That's caught. It's falling.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Buys a little time with his feet. Lets it fly. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Carr. Firing toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Washington.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. You got an arm like this and you could just put it on the line. It's really nice to have.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Snap it to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Alabama!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
25. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. Looking downfield, it's Carr. With the catch, it's Fields. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Caught close to the marker. It's Fields. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Pauling. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll toss it to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Bob. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bob. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Irish! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go with a direct snap. Breaks the tackle. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Trying to get the corner. plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Down as the crowd gets behind this defense. A run for the quarterback. Turning it on.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah,